All right.
I heard police car siren.
Yeah, me too. So we are leaving the campsite at Avofest.
Turn off.
Okay.
Hello， 大家好，我们将要在国庆佳节为大家表演哦。我是三人乐队的艾卡，这是 Steven， 这是 Thomas。我们将在牛油果音乐节为大家表演。But guys, you didn't really have to buy real avocados.
What's this about a festival? We're just hungry.
You had some reservations going in about the festival. Can you talk about those a bit?
Oh, sure. It's mostly just, it's a very laid back kind of festival. And we're not a very laid back band.
I first heard about Avofest last year when it was held, and I'd seen some pictures from it. It looked like fun. Some people I knew from the local scene had played it, had gone, and it looked like everyone that went had a blast.
Avofest, I think 1 year ago, I'm not sure, but I think 1 year ago, I didn't know what actually it is. I just heard about that, but I was not interested about it. I don't know why, but this year radio invited us. Okay, we accepted it. Okay, let's see this.
I actually know about Avofest a long time ago. I used to work for 24/7 tickets, and I used to handle a lot of like those tickets for those kind of hippie event. And later on, like learning through like many communities I find myself in. But yeah, I was pretty surprised that we got invited to the Avofest.
Gotcha.
And after about 4, people started disappearing, and you know, we thought, well, maybe it's us, maybe it's our sound, maybe we're not on it tonight.
When we arrived there, nobody actually would step in and say, hey guys, hello, welcome, this is your place, your time.
Just nobody up there because of the police. Everyone was kind of hanging near their tents and things like that. It was all a bit unsure. There's a little bit of like worry, I guess, in the air.
The first day was pretty surreal and also like terrible.
Okay, so Siren, we're a hard rock / metal band. We do songs about characters that are on a ghost ship, and each song has the characters' names and tells their stories.
Memory lane, so you know, we do a lot of like song that kind of rings a bell for you, like make you feel nostalgia. I mean, that's nowadays what most of people feel, isn't it? Everybody's feeling nostalgia about something, and this is what the kind of feeling that we all have, and we want to bring it back together.
Well, it originally started because we all have like a mutual appreciation for Elliott Smith. But it's definitely evolved since then. I don't know if the stuff we're doing now sounds like too much like Elliott Smith. But it was like an awesome vehicle for us to like, you know, just jam together and become like really tight as a unit.
Desert Tides actually was my project. It started as a project. I wanted to make solo album. That's real story. So all these guys from Desert Tides played with me in a blues band. Later figure out that we have similar ideas and that singer has very good songs. Combine that together and we're like, okay, no, this is project for all of us, like big band, let's make it.
Spirit House, the originals band, was started by myself and my drummer Patrick. And the gig we played at Avofest, actually our bass player Steve, it was his first time ever playing with us and live. That was actually only our second show.
So what were my expectations going into Avofest? I was expecting it to be seas, but outside. Like, my expectations weren't really that high. I wasn't expecting a particularly professional setup. My expectations were not exceeded by any means.
What, can you move the steering wheel from this side of the No! Sides of the road! That's exactly what I meant. Okay, so the channel tunnel is not a road tunnel. There's a train. And there's actually a walking tunnel for the old... So you never drive in the tunnel? You load it up in a ferry.
And this is the vessel that will bring us to Avofest. And here is our fearless navigator, Stephen Williams.
Very nice. I like the way you say that as if it's true.
Yeah, it is. Well, in many capacities, maybe not all. We have received the van. Seems fine. And fortunately, we only have 6 passengers, so we don't think we'll have a big problem in terms of space. Last night, memory lane went from 8 to 11, and we sounded like shit, and none of us were happy with the sound. And then today, we were way better, and the main thing was just that we started earlier. That was really the main difference. So if we are rested, if we're feeling okay, then we're fine. I'm, to be perfectly frank, a little worried about that, because Kyle is going to seize right now to check out Trash Panda and Angles and others. Derp has said that he's not going to sleep tonight, which is not exactly what I want to hear from my rhythm guitarist and bassist the night before our first show ever at a festival. Well, Shanghai, I will see you on the 3rd.
Life wasn't really simple back then. It was just simple for me. Reading books and writing papers, and thinking about a way out of it.
Yeah, he's less riding in it and more pushing it along because our gear is heavy.
Oh, and
Oh, and this is the pedestrian path. All right, up we go.
like, I set up the drums. My bandmates from Siren set up everything else. That includes the amps, the PA. Did that. We did most of the sound checking for it as well.
Like, there was some issues with like equipment which were sorted as best they were. Like the one of the cymbals wasn't so great that they rented, but luckily for me, one of the guys in your band, actually, it was the drummer in your band, hooked me up with a cymbal, which was pretty cool. And my the bassist in Surging Waves is pretty handy with sound and stuff like that, and he was working pretty hard to like try and dial in the tone and the sound of everything well.
And I figured out that a lot of equipment for stage was not good, so I saw my friends and you trying to deal with this. I mean, that should be prepared by the organizer, not me. But okay, never mind. And also there is a little bit disappointment in scheduling time, because there are 2 stages. We played in the top bar, there is a main stage, and we overlapped. Like there was something on main stage, people were going down, nobody's watching the band that played at the moment, or opposite things. So maybe that should be a little bit.
For Siren's set, it was. It's actually the first show we've played for a long time, so I think it was a big thing for us. Like we were all kind of excited. We had a new member in the band, in Mickey. So he was excited. He wanted to sort of like show everyone what he's made of.
It was as smooth as any other band, definitely.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really weird in the middle because they wanted to do the opening ceremony. And for a hippie festival, it was kind of weird because like halfway through Siren's set, somebody came and was basically like pushing us out of there. And he was like, yo, you have to go down to the main stage and you have to go right now. And I just felt it was really weird to stop in the middle of the band's set and basically push the audience out of there. Like it definitely would bother me if I was in the band, obviously. So.
Exactly. I mean, I got invited. I sort of invited. I'm using a lot of...
Because honestly, I've been feeling a little bit bad because I was like, damn, I thought we were doing well and I liked our stuff. And then our energy just died. Well, I mean, for me, I felt it died. For me personally, when like half the crowd just left. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. You know, granted, like, hey, we're there, we're playing, we're doing it for us. But damn, knowing that they pulled everyone for the ceremony is that's also stupid because again, Avofest should be like you just do what you want to do. You know, it was October holiday. People should be able to hang out and listen to the music they want to listen to.
It was nice, it was great. It was good actually. You know, a little bit different than the things we do in Shanghai because it was an open stage, not that big thing, but it was very good atmosphere in the moment while we were playing. It was great when I was in the audience for other bands. That was Siren was great. I recorded a lot of things, and my expectations was actually a little bit. I was a little bit disappointed in supporting bands from the festival organization, managers organization, whatever. Because
by the time when we got to perform, we had some people over there who like still like listen to it. I guess like most of the crowd had already been ushered off the hill. So by the time when we get on stage, there aren't that many people. But we still tried our best to perform.
Right. So there was an incident in the middle of that set as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mic jacking incident was
awkward.
It was so awkward.
The mic jacking
the whole thing felt so kind of uncomfortable and like weird.
We had 2 mics at the start. We were interrupted, I believe, 2 songs in.
And then there was this like Mexican standoff because they wanted to take the microphone and use it on the main stage.
We could give one of those mics up for a rap battle.
But again, like we've been invited to play and you're taking the microphone in the middle of the set? Like that's weird, right?
Imagine being a pirate and you're performing and someone come over here and hijack your stuff. Epic rap battle. And how epic it is, by the time we walk down this hill, and then all we hear is yeah. I mean, what exactly rhymes just yeah, anyways?
Yeah, that was fucking cringe. That was just a weird. And that, honestly, this was my experience at Avofest last year, is it's just like, listen, if you're there with a group of friends and you're camping, you're going to have fun because you're with your friends and at least there's some activities to go do. But you're not really there for, like, the Avo experience. So that's another reason I had reservations, because just as an event, corners are cut, shall we say, in terms of the quality. Like, when I was there, actually, the main stage wasn't even working.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt like there was a little bit of a redemption in the second day. I felt like, I don't know, the vibe was definitely like better. Maybe just there was a little like stress for everybody.
We had a lot of fun on the jam night.
Yeah, the jam night.
And that was like, I'm not even sure, is it like pre-scheduled or like, is it just like people would initiate it on their own?
On the performance side, it was pretty fun. And I was happy enough. I played much worse gigs than that, that's for sure. As an attendee, I mean, I guess being a part of the band scene, and like I spent most of my time supporting the other bands just like they were my bands. So, you know, it was important to me to stick around up in the top bar for a lot of it, and, you know, kind of being up there. So I wasn't really spending that much time in the main stage area or the dome or whatever. Felt very spread out. maybe a little poorly organized, perhaps. But I didn't know what to expect, so I kind of just took it for what it was.
So, I don't know. I think that they did a pretty decent job to a certain degree, but there were obviously some issues, I think, with like communication and organization. And, you know, they had that wrinkle with the police.
We are leaving the campsite at Avofest. One Song Karaoke got shut down twice because the police came multiple times. We were heading down from Top Bar and people said, don't go down because cops are doing COVID tests on the campground. So we went an alternate route, turned off our flashlights as we were going down. And then as we were leaving the there's my wife over there. So yeah, we're just trying to get some transport back to the Hyatt. It is, let's see, 12:07 right now. Maybe if by 12:10 we don't have anything, we'll probably just try and hoof it.
What if I just like move like 500 meters and I just literally like camp along the road, like outside of the campsite? Do you think that would be cool?
Hey, sorry for the late check-in. I'm currently queuing up for the whatever test they have, probably like a nuclear test or something. And they told me that if I get a wristband from the pass, then I'll be able to get out. But it's fine. I have another mate who'll figure out like a way out. So if that's not gonna happen, I'm gonna find my way to get out of here. Don't worry about it. And yeah, that's for sure. I need to get the out of here.
And so she cut off my bracelet with a pair of nail clippers. So I cannot go back into Avofest, but also...
Yes, you can. I just did today.
But the thing is, no, well, sure, theoretically, today that would have been possible, except now, literally the kids, and I mean kids, children, checking tickets at Avofest, just told us if we leave, we can't come back. And we're like, bro, that is fine. We are fucking out of here, and we are never coming back.
I mean, you didn't miss much considering it all kind of got shut down quite a lot on the third night. No bands played or anything.
Really? Not even FYB?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They went all this way and then they never actually played. So pretty crap for them.
That sucks, man. Like, dude, taking all of your shit there and then... Yeah, I mean, like, the last night it was really quiet, man. So, like, there's nobody playing. I think I saw, like, they kicked it back into gear, like, around, like, maybe midnight or 1 in the morning. I was already gone by that point.
Yeah, and so I was seeing in the group chat, you know, guys from FIB asking questions, and there was just fucking radio silence, and it seems like it wasn't like there was someone physically there answering questions. They just like gave up on like handling it.
Yeah, because I messaged their drummer, Roman. I was like, hey, dude, just to let you know, the cops showed up last night when I was playing. And, like, we made it through the set eventually. That was the second night when I was playing in that covers band called OSK. And we made it through, man, but hopefully you won't have any problems, you know what I mean? But, like, I did think, like, it's kind of shit that the organizers didn't, like, message him and be like, yo, we don't think you guys are going to be able to play tonight.
This fucking degenerate. Shout out to Cut the Couch. Have open beer at 9:30 in the morning. We are cooking, apparently. Fucking Christ.
My advice, yes, but generally, like, take better care of the musicians who are coming to play, especially because you're not paying them. Because if you put on a better show in terms of sound quality and in terms of the gear you can get them, they're going to want to play again. They're going to want to bring their followings. Because then you can also have, like, other bands wanting to play. You can get new bands being like, oh, because if a band were to ask me, oh, should I play the next Avofest? I'd probably tell them not to.
Back in Shanghai. Real Italian food. You know, I never saw a single avocado the whole time I was there. I'm starting to think that maybe the people behind this festival are not 100% honest. But that's just me.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. I'd like the opportunity to go to a different city and play music live. You know what I mean? It would be nice if the bands could be like on an actual stage.
It depends. It depends on how they organize this thing next time. I think I'm not trying to make money from this. I'm playing music because I like it. We are playing our original songs. If we want to make money, we'll play some covers and stuff. That's simple. So we want to promote our songs. But I think if they don't give a little bit more to the performance, a little bit, maybe one beer at least. I mean, first it was risky this year to travel. It was risky for everyone from Shanghai. We know what we went through, like COVID situations and stuff. So if you risk, to go somewhere to be locked down because you travel, I mean, you should respect that and give a little bit more to the event.
I thought generally it went pretty well. I was pretty happy with everything. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's untidy to say the least. And if I was to go further, I'd say it's insulting. I mean, generally a positive experience, but that wasn't. Like, we didn't like that at all.
It's amazing for someone to participate in an event, but maybe I would say there should be treat the performers there better.
What it seems like to me, Avofest is like a passion project kind of festival. It's not sponsored by anybody. It's not corporate in any way. It seems to me like it's a labor of love kind of deal from whoever's like organizing it and creating it. So you got a real sense of that. And that's, for some people that's cool, and other people they were kind of expecting more, I think. But for me, it was pretty fun.
I mean, I'm no expert on this stuff, but like, if you're trying to do what is your festival? Are you trying to be music first? Are you trying to have MCs and random hodgepodge and talent show? Or do you want music? And if you want music and you want people to be bringing their audiences and having an influx of new faces, because also the Avofest people are the same people who go to every Hangzhou event. They all are the same every time. So if you want to be bringing in new talent, new faces, cater to the people performing. Because it's not like we got paid.
We are